Style woman duct tape wall. It's going to be made out of duct tape. And we're going to be using this really cute pattern. It's puppy dogs. And we're going to be lining up the pattern so it will look continuous on the outside of the wallet. It'll look really cute. And we're going to use black and tan for the inside colors and the trim. And we're going to be using clear tape on the inside to help save on some tape. We're not going to see. We're going to use the clear tape. You're going to need some hook and loop fasteners. You can pick these up at the Dollar Tree. You can pick them at Walmart, Target, online, anywhere. You're going to need some sort of ID plastic for the ID slot. You can use top loaders by Upper Deck. Those are kind of pricey. You get like 10 for $10, and you can get 2 out of each one, so you get 20 for $10. You can use recycled packaging material, the plastic off of them. You can also use acetate. Whatever you want to use for the plastic is fine. You're going to need a craft knife, an X-Acto blade. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a craft mat to cut on, preferably one with 1/2-inch marks worked best. I have one with 1/4-inch marks, but 1/2-inch marks worked best is what we're going to be using. You're going to need a metal T-square or a, I don't know where, there it is, or a metal ruler to cut with, to help cut with the straight lines. Either one works fine. If you want to put a notch in your what do you call it? Your ID plastic, so it's easier for you to get your thumb in and out to get your ID out. You're going to need a hole punch. I have this 3/4-inch hole punch by EK Success. It works great. If you want to adorn the outside of your wallet with any kind of like little beads, gems, or crystals or anything, little flat back rhinestones and things, you can have that. The best thing to adhere those to the outside of your wallet is some E6000. Works the best. It adheres really well, and it stands up to the use of wear and tear. Other than that, you're also going to need some kind of a plastic card to help make sure that you get your card in and out of the slots to make sure it works well. Other than that, that should be about it. Your duct tape, of course, of colors of choice that you're going to use for whatever. I have an example of one that I did before where I'm also going to incorporate a tassel. It's not this fancy of a tassel, it's just a plain tassel, but I did a tassel on my purse, my wallet. This is an example of the wallet we're going to do. It has 20 card pockets in it. For those card hoarders that have to have a lot of cards, or whatever. And it's going to have a total of 4 hidden pockets. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 hidden pockets for cash, for checkbook, for cards, papers, things you may need to stash in here and things. And this had some heart rhinestones on the outside of the wallet, as you can see. And I did this one in red polka dot and glitter. And it had an ID slot down here at the bottom. You can slide your card in. You can choose to put an ID slot. You can choose not to. You can choose to put ID slots, whatever you choose to do. It's completely up to you. So this is completely customizable. And we're going to go ahead and make this particular wallet up today. So come on down with me to the desktop and we'll go ahead and get started on it. Please excuse the much loved cutting mat. I need a new one. Okay, we're going to start with the card slot and pocket. So what you're going to want to do is you want to make a duct tape sheet that is 4 inches by 8 inches long. You're going to make 2 of them. And you're going to make 4 inches by 8, but you're going to make a half an inch sticky hang over the one side. So it's going to be 4.5, it's going to be 4 inches by 8, and on the other side it's going to be 4.5 inches by 8 with a half inch of over sticky. I'll show you what I mean exactly. So we're going to go ahead and you're going to make 2 of these. So I'm going to make this 16 inches because I'm going to make 2. So I'm going to start this out to 16 inches. I'm going to make this by 4. I'm going to overlap it slightly. Make this by 4. By 4. Go up in the corner. Left over. Then you're going to make it 16, but you're going to make it by 4.5 on this side. Because the half inch is going to be overhang for the sticky. Then a half an inch of overhang sticky on one side. I'm going to cut this in half because we need 2 of them. I'm going to cut this in half. The 8-inch mark. There we have 2. Now, when you go to put your card pockets on, you're going to want to make sure that your sticky is on one side and then on the other side is on opposite sides when you put your card pockets on. You're going to want to make sure they're on opposite sides when you go to put your card pockets on. So you're going to set these aside for right now. And now we're going to make the card pockets. So you're going to make 20 card pockets, 10 for each side. And you're going to want to make them 4 inches a piece. Okay, I've laid out all the strips for the 20, and I've laid them out, and I've cut them into 4-inch strips. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take your accent color, which is going to be the color of the top of the strip, and lay it down. And then take your other color, which is the main color part, and you're going to lay it on top, half an inch down, fourth of an inch to half an inch down, depending on how wide you want your strip to be. And then you fold over so you have this. This is going to be your pocket, and you'll have a half inch of sticky at the bottom as well. So go ahead and do that with all 20 of your strips, and you'll come back when they're all done, and we'll put them on the pocket. I'll show you a couple more times, and then I'll go ahead and do them off camera. Don't worry about any inconsistencies that there might be on the pocket, because you can always trim them off on the sides when we come down to it later. You can do any colors you want on these pockets. You can do rainbow colors. You can do different colors. You can do glitters. You can do shimmers. You can do prismas. You can do solid colors. You can do absolutely any colors you want on these. I'm just going with browns and blacks because of the colors that are on the puppy prints that are on the front of the wall. That's why I'm going with brown and black. You can always trim off this consistency is a little lighter. Go ahead and do all of them, all 20 of them. We'll come up and put them on the pockets in a little bit. Okay, now I have the pockets all made. I have 20 pockets. I'm going to take one of your pockets, your sheets, and you're going to take the pocket. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, you're going to take your clear tape. Like that. You're going to need a 4-inch strip cut in half lengthwise. So you're going to need 4-inch strips. And you're going to need to cut them in half. You're going to take one of your pockets and you're going to line it up a half an inch from the top, and you're going to line it up evenly with the sticky. You're not going to go over the sticky. You're going to line it up equal with the sticky, so that the pocket is equal with the sticky down half an inch from the top. And don't worry if it goes over the edge over here, because you can always trim off the edge, but you can't trim off the edge where the sticky is. Stick it down. Then you're going to fold it over and peel it down a little bit so that the sticky shows. You're going to take one of your strips of clear tape, and you're going to put it over the sticky so that it covers the sticky. Remember to fold it down a little bit. Do not go over your sticky on the edge, because you want that sticky to be there. Fold it down, press, and then push your pocket back down and press again. It's okay if it goes over the edge over here on this side, because you can turn that off, but don't let it go over the sticky on this side. You want that sticky to be there. And there's your first pocket. There's your first pocket placed down. And the inside sticky will be covered with clear tape so that your card will not stick to the inside of the pocket. Now you're going to do that again with the next pocket. You're going to place it a half an inch down from the top, from the other pocket. Press it down even with the sticky. Press it down. Peel it back a little bit. Get you another one of your sticky tape, your clear tape. Pull it back evenly and stick it down. Make sure all that sticky gets covered. Fold it back. Do it again. Do it all the way down to the bottom of your flap. Do this all the way down. Okay, go ahead and do this on both of your pocket sleeves. But when you put the second one on your second sleeve, make sure that the sticky is on the opposite side. That way they're opposite directions. That way you have, when you fold them over, they'll be on the opposite directions. Make sure they are on opposite directions. Go ahead and do that with both of them, and we'll come back when we get that all done. Oh, and now it's time to trim off your extra edges on the sides here. If they needed to be trimmed, they need to be trimmed now when you're placing them down on your sleeve. So trim those off as you need to as you go. Both done. So you're going to set them aside, and you're going to make 2 more strips like you did the first one. only you're going to make them 4.5 by 4 and a 1/2 inch sticky on one side, and you're going to make 2 more strips, 2 more uh, sheets of any color you wish, and you're going to set them aside when you get them made. You can go back to these. What you're going to do is you're going to hold these down, and you're going to pull over and pull down your strip to seal in pockets. Seal down the pockets really well. On both of them. Hold down the pockets. Use a piece of rolled duct tape to hold down the pockets if you wish. Pull and fasten down. And what I did here at the end here, when I had 2 different colors, I just made it a solid color. I put an extra strip of duct tape to make it a solid color through here because you're going to put your ID pocket in here. I'm sorry, we did not put the ID pocket in here. We need to do that. Don't fold over this yet. You need to do the ID pocket. Don't fold this over yet. I'm sorry. You need to do the ID pocket. Get your ID pocket, your ID plastic. Where mine went, I have no idea. Just get me out some. I don't know where mine is. What to? Get me out some. Okay. You're going to take a 4-inch strip of duct tape, cut it into 3 pieces. You're going to line the top piece with the one piece with your top part of your ID plastic, one with your side, and you're going to use the last piece to affix it to your pockets. You're going to take your hole punch. You're going to punch out a hole on the side of the plastic so that you have like a little hole puncher on the side. You're going to fit it in here on the bottom part of your pocket and fold over the rest of the sticky so it locks it in. You're going to take your last strip, line it up on the bottom, half on, half off, fold it over, fold it in, cut off the extra. Then we're going to take one last piece of 4-inch strip. And cut it into 4s. Or thirds or fourths, whichever you prefer. And you're going to stick this down on the top part here. And tack it right down onto the pocket. So it's stuck to the pocket. So it adheres to the pocket. There you go. Now you have your ID plastic. You do not want it to go over the side here, though. So you have to have this open to get your ID plastic in. I'll have this be open so that you get your ID plastic in. From the top of the bottom. Cut it away if you need to. There you go. Yeah, the ID plastic. Now we're going to focus on the outside of the wallet. Oh no, we have to adhere these first. Okay, take these. Adhere them to this side and tack them down. Cut them away from your ID plastic. Just look at it like this. And the flap opens up like this. You're going to open up your flap. You're going to take one full strip of your clear tape. And you're going to tape it down over the top of the sticky so that your money or your checkbook does not stick to the sticky. We'll rub that down real good. Hold it back over. So you have that. Do that to the other one as well. And we're going to make it to the pattern lines up. So it's going to take a lot of tape to do this. We're going to make a 9-inch by 18-inch duct sheet. Now, if you want the flap to be wider, this is done by an 18-inch. It gave me like an inch in here so you can get into your pockets. To get into your pockets and get to your checkbook and your money and stuff. If you want a little wider of a gap in here, you're going to need to make it a little longer than 18 inches. But an inch is about a good. If you want it to be a longer overhang than this, you want it to be more overhang over here, you're going to need to make it a little longer than 18 inches. But 18 inches is good. Everything else. And you don't want to make it too short. You want to make it shorter like I'm here. You don't want to make it too short because then you won't have enough room for your vocal closures or your magnetic closures. So you want to make it shorter. You can make it like 16, 17 inches. But whatever you want it to be. I'm going to make it 18 again. So you're going to need it to be 9 inches by 19 inches long. Because the inside shell is going to be 8 inches by 18 inches because you need a 1/2 inch sticky on all sides in order to make it click with the wallet. So it's going to be, it's going to be 9 inches by 19 inches because we need a 1/2 inch overhang on all sides. So the inside dimensions are going to be 8 by 18, but we need a 1/2 inch overhang on all sides. So it's going to be 9 by 19 inches. And it all needs to line up with the pattern. So I'm going to pull me off a strip here. I'm just going to measure it out for starters because I don't know where this pattern is going to end up at. So I'm just going to measure me out. A 19-inch strip. I'm going to be even because I don't want my cut to be angled. 19. I'm going to pull off my next one and see where the pattern lines up. Where's the pattern going to line up? Pattern's going to line up over here. So now we have our 9 by 19-inch duct tape strip. You have to make sure, and it's all lined up. Now flip it over from the bottom corner. We'll make sure it's all overlapped really well, because otherwise it's going to pull apart when you do this. Pull it apart, peel it out. Then you want to cover the back part of it with a solid color of your choice. So I'm going to use the tan color, the brown color. And you want to cover the entire sheet, overlapping it, but leave a 1/2 inch sticky on all 4 sides. So what I'm going to do is, since this is 19 inches, I'm going to cut 18-inch strips and just place them all. Once you have that done, you're going to take the bottom corner and you're going to cut a square out of the bottom corner, cut the box out, just like so. And we do that on all 4 corners. Cut the little box out. Okay. You're going to bring in your packets you made earlier. You're going to line them up on one side. You're going to cut right here where your ID plastic is. You're going to cut that. And you're going to fold it in and push it inside your ID plastic and push it in there. Push it down real good. Okay. We're going to take the rest of it. We're going to fold it over. Seal it down. We're going to take over here. A little bit. See? You put over here where your pockets meet, and you're going to cut here. You're going to bring this over about 1 inch width. This is where you determine if you want 1 inch or 1.5 inches, depending on how long you made your sleeve. Cut it here. Go over here and cut it again where it meets over here. Do the same on this side. Cut here where it meets. Cut here where it meets. And cut here where it meets. Okay, now you're going to fold this down. this down. I'm going to fold this portion down. Make sure it does not mess with your hidden pockets. Fold this down. Got some sticky roll on it. Down here, you're going to fold this down. Again, fold this down. Make sure it doesn't mess with your hidden pockets. And fold this down. Now, everything should be locked in place. Now, you're going to need a strip, an 8-inch strip of tape, whichever tape you would like to do. I'm going to do the puppy print. I'm going to put it half on, half off here. You can do a whole strip. You can do half a strip. I'm going to do half a strip. Whole strips is too much. I'm going to do half a strip. Okay, right down the middle. That's done. Cut it where it's your IB plastic. Fold it in like you did before. And you're going to fold in these flaps. Oh, I'm going to show you. Then you're going to fold in these flaps. Now, if you're going to put magnetic closures, this is where you're going to do your magnetic closures. You're going to seal them in here, in here. If not, we're going to be doing Velcro closures, so we don't have to worry about that. You're going to fold in this flap in here. And I'm going to put in that extra strip here for added measure. Okay. Here's your wallet so far. Have your hidden pocket here. 1, 2 hidden pockets. 1, 2 hidden pockets. I have this black tassel here that I'm going to adhere to right here with some clear tape. No, with some brown tape. And take it and adhere it to some tape. And we adhere it to the middle section here. Tape it down. Another piece. And adhere it as well. Make sure it's double sticky. Make sure it doesn't interfere with my hidden pockets. Just attach it right there. That. I'm gonna fold this over. Crease it. Fold this over. Crease it. Fold this over. Now, most likely your card is not going to fit in here. So what you need to do is you need to take your X-Acto blade and you need to cut right in here where the tape is. But don't cut your slot. So you want to lift it up a little bit and just slice just a little bit. Don't slice all the way because you'll slice your whole pocket open on both sides. You want to slice a little bit. So that your card will now fit in there. Or fit on there nicely. And you want to make sure it slides in there nicely. You want to make sure you do that for all your card pockets all the way down on both sides. And just make sure that your card fits in there. You want to do that all the way down on both sides. Pull up on your pocket if you need to with your finger that you can get in there. Make sure that your card fits in your ID slot on both sides. Go. Make sure that you can access your hidden pockets. There you go. like this. Then stick one side where you want it and pull it off. So they're on top of each other like this. And then just fold over your wallet where you want it and press down. And then it's all over too. Now I'm not going to put any jewels or anything on this because of the fact that it's the printed puppies. So it is done. Has a little tassel. I think that's cute added touch with the tassel. And there we go. Duct tape wallet. I think it's cute. There you go. Duct tape wallet. Woman's clutch duct tape wallet. With the pattern all lined up. Alright, that was a tutorial for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Y'all have a great day. Take care of yourself. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, while you're at it, why not subscribe to the channel? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing today. Leave me ideas that can help boost my channel ratings or ideas for future content on the channel. Click the notification bell so you know when I have new videos out or when I go live. Share my videos on social media outlets such as Facebook or Instagram, so that way my videos can reach more people and I can grow my audience. Click the like button below. That really helps my channel to help reach more people on YouTube. Supporting me is really great and it helps me grow my channel. I'm not a very big channel at this time, and it's really important to me that I get support from fellow YouTubers. I really appreciate you all. I really appreciate that you take time out of your busy day to view my videos and to spend time with me on a daily basis. I try to put videos out on a daily basis so you have something to watch and something to entertain yourselves with. I try really hard to make my channel a positive place for people to come and have fun and be entertained. So I try really hard to make things enjoyable for people. So if you support me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so very much for your time. Have a great day. We'll catch you on the flip side.